Hello and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon in Cancer to new moon next in Capricorn, December into January 2021. Happy New Year, blessed Yule, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of it, whatever it is that you do, blessed, blessed, blessed be. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi, my aqua lungs. I say it every time. I have so many Aquarian friends like around the planet, like people that I've actually hung out with that stay in touch. Some of my nearest and dearest, though at a distance, Aquarians, there you have it. So always my honor and pleasure to serve you all. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, you like something resonates, hits the thumbs up. You know how it goes on YouTube. Oh my God, every reader has to say it, don't we? Let's just move on. We are doing an 8-card draw. What do I need? Read 8 different decks, 1 card each, 3 healing systems, 3 oracles, and 2 tarot decks to get you clues, tips, and hints about what you need about a specific time frame. Waning moon, the new moon, the full moon in Cancer, Tuesday, December 29th. Diana fell. Well, that was Diana in the golden Wonder Woman armor. She just flew south, and it's time. It's fine. She's okay. What was I saying? I don't remember. That was a non sequitur. Here you go. Expect the unexpected. So here's the deal. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're looking at the full moon in, thank you, in Taurus, full moon in Cancer, good God, on Tuesday, the 29th of December, 5:28 a.m. We will probably be doing something the Monday night before that, usually 9 p.m. Eastern, and then we're looking at the waning moon to the new moon. There was nothing that jostled her. She just went and took a flight. The new moon in Capricorn in January on the 13th at midnight. And you can't see him. He's off camera, but my little baby Melchior has just come to join here. I'll move the chair over. You want to come sit and play? He likes to make his cameo. We're a little Taurus kitten. If he wants to come up, he will. He's a Taurus. He's going to do what he wants anyway. So, yeah. So that waning moon, something you want to let go of, what you need to let go of, deal with, alchemize, embrace in terms of what's going on inside of you so that it can be released into the world, etc. General read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Already the energy on this Aquarian read feels very Aquarian, very Uranian, very like all of a sudden I'm looking down from the stratosphere, that fixed air, that GPS point of view. So take a nice deep breath, stay in the present moment. All the decks that I read are at the bottom of the description box. Let's see what we can see. Breathe. Yes, indeed. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved. This just took on a very focused tone, this energy. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is the most dominant archetype that they need to alchemize and deal with this waning moon from the full moon in Cancer to the new moon next in Capricorn, whether it's an archetype within their own soul contract, their own sacred contracts they're alchemizing for themselves, maybe in another person, maybe in a situation, a group, a story, all of that, some of that. What's the dominant archetype? I feel this is very, very high. What is this? The Seeker archetype, wisdom, family, archetype. So seeking from that, like really like Google Maps, like, you know, like I'm a Virgo, I play with Google Maps. I'm like, what's it look like there, right? And I'll like zoom in and then get down into the deets, right, into the details. Now, the thing about this deck, Carolyn Mace, is there's shadow and light. So the shadow is the stuff you don't want to look at in yourself or you know about, but you don't want anybody else to know, right? So you keep it back in the darkness and it builds up the toxicity until it possesses us in our worst, weakest moments. It's how it works. All of the archetypes work that way. That's the lead, okay? That's the toxic. The gold, the light attribute, is what you're shooting for, is what comes. There is no gold without lead in alchemy and vice versa, right? 3 more atoms here than here. So what has to be waned, let go of, released, right? So this might be, like I said, within yourself, within a person, within a situation. The shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. Gee, an air sign, who would have thunk it? The light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Now that I know for Aquarians. Like, holy crap. Like, holy crap. Like, they will take in all of the data in the biggest way that they can and make the connections. Yes, there can be some conspiracies woven in there, some, you know, lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions appearing true, but they work that out. So that thing of, you know, once they find the truth, and again, this might not be you, but that feels very Aquarian, willing to go on the quest, but it's like, I found what I was looking for. What else you got, right? Like not the eternal student. That's a different archetype, same wisdom family of archetypes. But you can feel that, right? You feel that, and that's also then indicates that there is a truth that you are, let's get that word right, that you are thirsting for wisdom and truth. There's something going on in this situation, so a reading's a good idea. GPS read, pull up, see the larger picture. Cool. All right, our first healing system down. Let's do our first oracle. The healing with the angels oracle. What's the angel you need to call in? Breathe. My angels and archangels of air. The sign of Aquarius. The Raphaelites, please. 1 card in clarity. Who is the angel the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs most need to call in, work with, address, allow them to be the healing angels that they are in their lives, in their energy field this waning moon, from full moon in Cancer to new moon next in Capricorn? That is way too many cards, but I felt the jolt of that as well. There's something really around the new moon in Capricorn. Please, who's the angel they most need to call upon this full moon to new moon next? The angel of focus. All right, well, there you go. Fixed air, focused air. But do you see the contradiction of focusing on the larger picture? It's a paradox, right? How do you focus on the larger picture? But that is something that an Aquarian seeker can do. Just saying. Again, this might be you. This might be a situation, right, where there is a need for wisdom and truth that has created a thirst, right? Maybe in more than one person, right? Maybe in a bunch of people. It could be all sorts of stuff like that. All right. So the next card, our second oracle, is the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Digging this deck a lot. I'm going to be up in Saratoga Springs in a few days, where I got this deck from the Magic Moon on Fila Street in Saratoga Springs. Veronica, the owner there, if you're watching, honey, I don't think you have any planets in Aquarius, but if anybody knows her, tell her. Mark Angelo Lyons, Mel for short, is on the way, which means another oracle deck or something or other is going to be joining the Drawing the Circle Productions divination team in the next few days. Looking forward to that. So I got this. It was like, oh, how cute. And then I started working with it. I was like, this ain't no joke. Breathe. Yes, dedicated, cleansed, consecrated, and empowered in the name and with the permission of Archangel Ariel, my personal archangel, the Archangel of Lyons, and I'm Mark Angelo Lyons, but she just calls me Mark, which I kind of like. Breathe. My beloved Archangel Ariel, I know I love you too. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. What is the Crystal Oracle that they need to help them with this secret archetype, with the angel of focus that they need to call in this waning moon from this Cancer full to Capricorn new in January? Please, whether it's something written in the book, the stone itself, both. What is the perfect oracle for them? I feel you. Last card in my hand. You got rutilated quartz. Oh boy, I'm not wearing it right now. That's the Apollo ring. That's the. Oh, I could have worn it. I wore it last night when I did the Yule thing. The torch of Ariel, that thing that I wear, right? That's rutilated quartz. I love rutilated quartz. They used to call it angel hair, right? The little rutiles in there. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm not even sure what this means, but I know I love, and that's the thing about this. Like, yes, take the suggestions. If you already work with gems, crystals, and minerals, do your thing. You do you. But I love the way this is written, right? All right, vibrational healing, rock and roll, higher mind, and reconciliation. Huh? What do you know? Well, I mean, that does make sense. You are subconsciously receiving loving vibrations and loving thoughts from someone connected to your past. Oh, funcool. An episode or conflict that hurt you emotionally is now being healed and reconciled by the power of forgiveness and unconditional love. Isn't that nice? Surprise. Happy New Year. Over the coming days, you might find yourself emotionally and mentally reciprocating this love as you reflect on a person or past event. Okay, so I'm not necessarily seeing a face-to-face here yet. Through this mutual exchange of love, past wounds are now energetically being healed and all negative attachments resolved and released. So this doesn't even necessarily say that there's a physical confrontation. It's talking about a vibrational healing here, which if you're coming from the higher mind and seeking wisdom and truth, that makes sense. See, that's why I love these 7-card draw, 5-card draw, whatever I'm doing. It's so much fun to read, and it's like spiritual counseling in 8 cards. This is when people pull a card a day. Oh, I mean, what's my card for the day? The card for the week. This is just, this is a Virgo version. Yeah, Virgo. All right. What's going on inside that you need to be aware of? Heart, throat, third eye, and crown. If you're looking for chakric landmarks, I don't know, however you want to look at that. The inside world, the yin, I call them the goddesses. You with me or not? It's okay. Have the universal energy. Breathe. Oh, particularly the goddesses of air and the sign of Aquarius, Athena in particular, oh great gray-eyed one. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective. Sun, moon, rising, Venus signs this waning moon from full moon in Cancer to new moon next in Capricorn, because they got the seeker archetype and I can feel that within them. Yeah, it might be someone else. Maybe there's a cross watcher who's dealing with an Aquarian here, but they're going to find that truth because they're seeking for it. And I have a feeling with their focus and this vibrational healing and this higher mind that is so akin, so in alignment with what Aquarians are, right? That higher mind. So please, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? This full moon to new moon next. 10 of Pentacles, solid foundation inside of you, an internal harvest of wisdom. The wisdom's inside of you. You know all that anyway. But wisdom comes through experience, right? That's why a seeker of truth, once you get truth, what you're going to do about it? Well, it feels like you've been doing a lot about it. That you have been really, really harvesting wisdom from your experience. And of course, what's the best way to do that? Well, the best way, I don't know the best way, but this time of year, I don't know, end of year, pull back, look at the whole year. If you picture, right, Samhain into Yule, right? The time of the death of the sun into the time of the birth of the sun, S-U-N-S-O-N, the holidays, right? New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. To really pull back and see this, like GPS, like Google Maps, like see the whole timeline of the year, and not the whole thing in detail. That's a Virgo thing. Leave that to us. But the bigger picture, the themes, there's vibrational healing there, and that through the unity consciousness, right, the unity field, the soul contract, whoever this is in your past, doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. Could be. We'll see. I have a feeling in the next couple of cards. But that there is a healing that takes place there, and blessed be. What a lovely, lovely thing. But it doesn't feel like there's a confrontation, although, oh, wait. We've got the mythic tarot, right? We've got what the outside, the lower 3 chakras. What's the physical experience of this like from the gods? Breathe. Oh, yes, indeed. The divine masculine aspect of the universe, the yang force, my gods of air and the sign of Aquarius, Heracles the hero in particular, please, the 12 labors and all that jazz, please. 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. what's going on that they need to be aware of in the outside world, perhaps how they appear in the outside world from the outside looking in, right? Their yang energy, how their internal is externalizing from this waning moon, full moon in Cancer to new moon next in Capricorn, January 2021. Six of Wands. Victorious, you have claimed the golden fleece. Now it's only a 6. You're not all the way home with it. The quest ain't over, but you have the accolades. You are the hero. Didn't I just say Heracles, which is the Greek name for Hercules? It's older. The original meanings of names, right? The hero. This is heroic. You're showing heroism here, right? And being recognized for it as a result. Or at least there's a victory there on the outside that's worth taking note of. I like this read a lot, and it feels like you can find rutilated quartz. That's not hard. It is not, I mean, it depends on what it's set in, but you can get tumbled. It's quartz with these little golden thready looking things in it called rutiles, right? Like there's also tourmalinated quartz, which is the little black or green rods or whatever. I used to work in the gem and crystal metaphysical industry. Never again. Never again the retail times if I can avoid it. Unless I'm putting out my own merch. We'll see. 2021, right? All right, moving along. This feels really, really good. My Aqua Lungs. Let's see. The Chuck Spezzano Love Pack and the Healing Mantra deck are the next two up. These are the last two of the healing systems, the third being Carolyn Mace. Let's see what the Ascended Masters have to say with these two decks. Breathe. Yeah, and I'm going to go the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, please, because there is definitely that thing with that rutilated quartz that just dropped so clearly about something being healed vibrationally, someone from the past, right? Perfect time, waning moon, right? That last part of the year here, moving into the brand new year. So please, my Ascended Masters, what is the piece of luck in front of them that they do not see that they need to acknowledge? Or what is the piece of healing that they need to accept and implement? Or what is the piece of grace that permeates the situation that they need to tune to and feel and flow with? Or what is the problem that they most need to address and resolve here? This full moon in Cancer, waning to new moon in Capricorn. It's just a fantasy. It's not the real thing. Sorry. Just Billy Joel Jew. And I'm from Long Island. I think we get a pass on that for some reason, just like Bruce Springsteen in Jersey and Bon Jovi. Look, you don't know everything here. There's stuff going on here. There are, I won't go so far as to say lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions. Okay, maybe not lies necessarily, but illusions, deceptions, and possibly self-deceptions and delusions on both sides here of what actually has gone on here. That's the problem to resolve. And of course, what is that doing? It is heightening a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are, particularly in a relationship that might be past, that might be in your energy field, right? Unfinished business, but that this can be done. You have all of the, if you look at the internalized version of any earth card as wisdom from the experience, from dealing with the outside world, right? The healing that you've done inside, that wisdom, it's the harvest. Whatever pain is suffered here, you're reaping the benefit of it internally with victory on the outside. This is great. Now, does this mean you come together? I don't know. This could be a family member. This could be anything, but we got two more cards down, and let's see if it gets a little bit more specific. Now, of course, if this was a private read, right, and I'm very easy to book for a private read, just find me on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, just contact me and we'll work it out, right? It's like, but Facebook Messenger, video call, whatever they call it, is the best because you can actually pay me through it on Facebook Pay, right? It's just easy, and we can do it face to face, and that's how I read people. I've been reading people like that for, oh my Christ, it's gonna be 40 years next year. I've been reading tarot. So you with me, right? You see how, like, going into this, but let's see, we ain't done yet. Let's ask the Ascended Masters. Now look, as fixed air mantra work is good, affirmations, whatever you want to call them, but mantras to me are a different use of the verbiage than purely affirmation. And I highly recommend this deck. And I don't work for Hay House or Matt Kahn or any of them, but this is a healing system. This is not divination, but I'm using it like divination. Breathe. Why not? Interaction with the divine, the ascended masters of the divine. It works. Breathe. Yeah, my ascended masters are soulmate contracts, or soul contracts, sorry. If this is soulmate, this is soulmate. They're going to help each other heal no matter where they are. There's a quantum entanglement there, but if it's twin flame, they're teaching each other how to love themselves, which is trickier. So what is the perfect healing mantra, regardless of the details, or I should say ground rules of the soul contracts here? What is the mantra they most need? Oh, the door just blew open. Somebody's coming in. That doesn't happen that often, and it's not that windy out. Please, my ascended masters, one card in clarity. What's their perfect healing mantra? This waning moon, full moon in Cancer to new moon next in Capricorn, December, January 2021. Inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Oh boy. Pull back, see the larger picture, see this person, see this relationship in the context of your 8th chakra. See it from the seat of the soul. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, and it feels like you're doing this vibrationally, inspiring others. All right, hold on. Don't, where are you? Inspiring others. There we go. Now, I've worked this one before, and I do this a lot with people. I was a minister for a really long time and a high priest before that. And then I was a high priest nightmare. Really not my bag anymore. But this is something that I learned how to do instinctively, because it's what witches. It's what we're supposed to do. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. When others are inspired, you allow them to take center stage and step into a greater acknowledgement of their personal power. When others are made to feel useful, they are likely to embrace more courageous decisions as their self-worth increases. Imagine the perfection of not having to do everything by yourself and infusing others with a greater sense of purpose just by asking for their help. It's not a matter of feeling weak or being incapable. Instead, it's about realizing the gift of inspiration you possess simply by inviting others to be a part of your day. This mantra is ideal for increasing intimacy in relationships, resolving martyrdom, and communicating your needs. This is one you want to keep an eye on. Got one more card down. Oh, and it's a Whisper of Love Oracle. Oh, the higher selves. Oh, I got a feeling in my solar plexus just wubba, wubba, wubba. Wubba, wubba, wubba. Breathe. Higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please, and I mean all involved, not just this Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, but whoever this other person is, their higher selves, I don't care how many higher selves are necessary. One card in clarity, a Whisper of Love from the Whisper of Love Oracle, our last card down. What is a piece of information, inspiration, or insight my beloved Aquarians need to know from their higher selves and the higher selves of all involved this waning moon from Cancer full to Capricorn new, December into January 2020, with the Secret archetype, the Angel of Focus, Rutilated Quartz, the Harvest, 10 of Pentacles within, 6 of Wands, Victory without. The problem is a fantasy, things not being seen clearly, and inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. Now, I understand it's still 2020, it's 2021, and you know what I mean. Your boundaries can certainly stay in place in terms of, let's just say, public health and hygiene. Let's just leave that there. But this is different. On this vibrational healing thing with this rutilated quartz, it's funny how the crystal oracle cards have been really dominant in the reads this time around. I kind of really dig them. I do really dig them like rocks. I dig them. You've been digging rocks? Oh, good God. Pledge commercials from the 70s was that Palmolive. I really dig rock while your fingers look like you've been digging rocks. Like, bitch. Shade. Look, guys, this is definitely a comeback around of a relationship that you're going to have to deal with. And I think it's really coming in. If you are meditating, if you're doing inner work, whatever that is, because you got that 10 of Pentacles in there, just even silently, like acknowledge their gifts. Like it may be the gifts of what you learned from them now in retrospect, from that higher perspective, from that focus, that higher mind. Let's put it together in a blessing and a prayer. It's just always easier done that way. Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go. My collective pantheons, may the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. This waning moon from Cancer full to Capricorn new, that they may really embrace that wealth of power and wisdom that they have inside of themselves, heart, third eye, and crown, as they tune themselves with that vibration of rutilated quartz, that higher mind, that vibrational healing of someone from the past, which brings them great victory on the outer. And yet physical touch is important, that there is something that they need here with, about, or for this person, where there is physical contact, where there is a physical meeting eventually, but that the seeker archetype that they really need to tune to that thirst for wisdom and truth. And if they have found something that is true here, to commit to at least the journey of that path, regardless of outcome, once found, so that they may call upon the angel of focus to help them see through the fantasies that the mind constructs as a self-protective device anyway, while they inspire others, helping others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts for their well-being, the well-being of whoever this other person is, this soul contract that they find themselves in, and for the well-being of all. So motivate. And so it is. Wow. Really twisty, turny reading, but very, very interesting. And makes sense. Look, I love my Aquarians because they love me. Because they's 11 house. They're freaks of the universe. They're the freaks of the zodiac, and I love each and every one of them. And I'm a Virgo, and Virgos are any two of us alike are like grains of sand. So we usually get each other, even though we are completely opposite, air to earth and fixed to mutable, right? But I love you guys so much. You're such good friends, and so long-term friends in my life, so many Aquarians. So thank you so much for watching. Really wishing you the very best and the very blessed. And if you liked something here, just hit the thumbs up. It apparently is essential in helping other people who might need the information get it in the algorithm, the logarithm, whatever that is. You're an Aquarian. I'm sure you understand that innately. I have no idea. But otherwise, feel free to comment. If you want more of me, subscribe. Otherwise, really, truly wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this waning moon, Cancer full to Capricorn new, December into January 2020. Happy New Year. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.